Hi guys and gals, Big Apple here. I hadn't made a video in a little bit, so thought I would address something today. Who would like to fire warning shots and not actually have to shoot somebody in self-defense? Whoops, forgot to unload. Do that right now. Alright, so who would prefer not to have to shoot somebody? I think most people would. So, why are warning shots bad? I don't necessarily want to kill somebody. But to my response, I say that if you are incapable of taking a life, don't buy a gun. And most people on the surface think, oh, you must like shooting children, you'd be willing to take a life. I'm talking about if your life is in imminent danger, or someone near you, or one of your best friends, or your wife, husband, kid, a grandparent, relative, anybody is in imminent danger, and you're trying to defend somebody bad from somebody good from somebody bad. Would you be willing to take a life? That's the question I'm posing here. So, what are the intentions of people that say they want to fire warning shots? Well, I don't want to hurt someone. All right, that's pretty normal. I just want to scare them. Yeah, okay. I'm not a violent person. Do you see a pattern yet? For the most part, shooters would prefer just to scare someone and not have to shoot them, just like I said in the beginning. That would be great if that was the way that real gunfights go, if that was how they really are. I'm not going to pretend like I've been in one, but I have researched the topic a lot, and I've read a lot of real stories about how they really go down. And if you're firing a warning shot that may be enough to scare somebody off, but I'll give you the real implications behind if you do fire a warning shot. So, real repercussions, what are they? I will tell you this on the surface, I have never heard a story of a warning shot being beneficial. I've only heard stories of good people getting in trouble over them. I've heard of, this guy fired a warning, citizen fired a warning shot, arrested, blah, blah, blah. And I've heard that so many ways, and it's just appalling to me that the Vice President of the United States came on national television and suggested that you shoot your double-barrel shotgun indiscriminately in the air. There have been cases of people actually getting arrested over doing exactly what he suggested. And it's just appalling to me that that's the guy in charge of making the laws, in Obama's task force. I'm not going to go too far off of that, but don't listen to Joe Biden because he's wrong. It doesn't matter if he's the vice president. So, you could get jailed for a discharge of a weapon. And in case you didn't know, it's a felony. So, there you go. That's bad. You could be tried for attempted murder despite claiming self-defense. There was a case in Florida where a woman had been getting abused by, I guess it was her husband, maybe she divorced him, I don't know all the details, but she was getting abused by this man, and he came back to their house one day, or he was in there, and she went and retrieved a pistol, or she had a pistol there or something, and she fired a warning shot to intimidate him. And instead of intimidating him, it got her like 20 or 30 years in jail because of a law that Florida made a long time ago about, discharging a weapon within certain city limits. So that could happen, and that's a real story of something really bad happening to somebody who wasn't trying to necessarily do something bad. Okay? You could be charged for property damage. Well, there was a case in the past, I forget exactly where it came from, but there was a case in the past, I think it was up north, maybe in like Maryland or something like that, one of the slightly gun-friendlier states in the north. But a man found, a guy trying to break in behind his house, or trying to break into his house or something like that, and he fired a warning shot into the ground, okay? And not only was he charged for discharge of a weapon in city limits for firing into the ground, the bullet slightly ricocheted and damaged, I think, somebody's house or something, so that got him in even more trouble. It's never a good thing. And the more of these real stories I tell you, the more you're going to see. You could be charged for something negligent. Shooting without knowing your backstop is always bad. And that's one of the firearm safety rules, is you should know what you're shooting at and what's behind what you're shooting at, or whatever lies beyond it, however exactly it's worded. But you should know what you're shooting at, you should know what's behind it, and you should not just shoot indiscriminately in a certain direction to try to intimidate somebody. There's a lot of really bad implications besides just the law. That stray bullet could bounce off of something, hit somebody that you don't intend to, and then you're in a real mess of problems, and you're probably going to feel really bad about it because, you didn't intend for that person to get hurt. So, warning shots, don't do it. If you're truly protecting yourself, don't rely on your attacker to be scared. If it were only that easy, like I said earlier, that would have been great. If you could say, I don't want to hurt someone, I want to scare them, I'm not violent. That's how most shooters would want it to be, but that's not reality. Drugs can also change the perception. You know how I said in one of my other videos, I think it was shotgun for home defense, or birdshot for home defense. Drugs change the perception of a lot of things. It changes the whole mind, the whole way the mind works, a lot of processes and thinking. If you're relying on a person perceiving pain or perceiving fear when their mind is being altered by something else, you're really taking a gamble. You're following a normal set of, fight or flight reactions and decision making on the fly while that person's, I don't know, super high and can't handle it. I don't know how exactly to say it, but you know what I mean. So do I shoot to kill? No, you shoot to stop. You shoot to stop because if you didn't shoot to stop, I forgot to mention this, gives the person extra time to attack you if you fire a warning shot. That person could be drawing on you while you're firing a warning shot and just makes things bad. Okay, let me go back to this now. So you shoot to stop the threat. So you stop the threat by aiming center of mass and firing until the threat is over. And the way I see the threat being over is the one person runs without firing back, the person is on the ground, or the person is unarmed and flees. And what I mean by the person runs without firing back is the fact that the whole shoot them in the back thing, it's a little overplayed. Right, you shouldn't shoot someone in the back for the most part. But if the person is armed and they decide, hey, I'm gonna run this way and then I'm gonna indiscriminately shoot behind my back like this while I'm running away from you. Well, the threat's not over. You're justified in shooting them in the back in that case. If the person is completely unarmed, they haven't even touched you, and you pull out a gun to intimidate them and they run away, like I said, the person's unarmed and flees, they're gone. The threat's over. Or if you put two in their chest and they fall on the ground, the threat's over unless they, go for their gun or they start to get back up or something like that. If the threat is over, you've done what you need to do to stop the threat. That is the main thing that you're trying to do. You're not necessarily trying to shoot to kill. You're not trying to shoot to intimidate if, you're in one of these scenarios, because I'd consider that a warning shot. So to sum it all up at the bottom, warning shots are never beneficial to the law-abiding. So be smart and don't do it. Like I said, I've never heard a story where they say, citizen fires a warning shot and saves 100 people. I have heard of cases where someone fired a warning shot and it didn't get them in trouble. But for the vast majority, if somebody fires a warning shot, there's no proof that they were being attacked and they were defending themselves, whatever, and there's a lack of evidence, that can be really, really bad for you. This is Big Apple. Thanks for watching.